Hey, it's Tonya Lee. I'm an associate broker with eXp Realty serving Gadsden, Alabama and the surrounding communities. Let's chat about those closing costs, the final hurdle before you get those shiny new keys to your home. I know closing costs doesn't exactly sound exciting, but think of them as the last checkpoint in your home buying adventure. You're so close to that finish line, and the understanding of these costs will be key to making sure that we're still stress free throughout this process. And here's a little secret: not everyone's going to have those extra costs and pay the same fees. If you're financing with a mortgage, there are a few extra costs involved. Think of loan origination fees, mortgage points. But if you're a cash buyer, guess what? You get to skip right past those and save some serious cash. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Still, no matter how you're paying, some expenses are unavoidable. Things like title insurance, property tax, inspections. But don't worry, I've got you covered. We're going to break it down here step by step so you know exactly what to expect when you're either financing or paying cash. The sneaky closing costs that contribute to your final out of pocket expenses include loan fees, appraisals, home inspections, title insurance, property tax, homeowners insurance, loan fees. The cost of doing business with a lender. If you're getting a mortgage, this is the fee your lender will charge you to process your loan. Think of it as their payment for all of the paperwork and the credit checks that they have to do. Cash buyer perk: no loan, no lender fees. You get to skip this one entirely, pocket the savings. Cha-ching! Amber Davidson with First Equity Home Loans is here to talk to us about loan origination fees. Take it away, Amber.
What are origination points? Well, to put it as simply as possible, they're a cost that we charge in your closing costs to buy down the interest rate. See, lenders don't really set interest rates, the government does. So the only way for us to change the interest rate is to look at an interest rate sheet and calculate what percentage of the loan amount we have to charge you to buy down the interest rate. Some lenders might charge that fee anyway, like a flat fee, and they buy everyone's interest rate down, or it could be something that they do to go to like admin charges. But for the most part, origination is used to buy down your interest rate.
Thank you, Amber, for going over what loan origination fees were. We are going to turn this over to Bill Farley. He's going to go over discount points and what they are used for and why you may see them on your loan.
Here's how a discount point works. When you pay down a discount point, you are essentially prepaying a portion of your interest rate upfront, which results in a lower payment of the life of the loan. 1 point equals 1% of the loan amount. For example, $300,000 loan, 1 point would cost $3,000. Buying discount points typically lower your interest rate roughly between 0.125 and 0.25 of a point. For example, if you had a 6% rate, you would go down between a 5.875 and a 5.75 rate with that discount point. To determine if your buying point is beneficial, calculate the break-even point, the time it takes for the savings from the lower interest rate to offset the cost of the point. People planning to stay in their homes long term should be the ones looking at this portfolio of buying down rates. Also, if you have substantial down payment money, you may have more flexibility to afford upfront costs like points.
Next up, we have appraisals. This one is for anyone who wants to make sure the home that they're buying is actually worth that price. Spoiler alert, that's you. An appraisal is when a professional checks the value of the home based on the size, location, and condition. If you have a loan product, the lender will require an appraisal. These usually cost between $500 to $800 depending on the property and the location of it. For the cash buyers, here's your perk. While you're not required to get an appraisal, it's still a smart move to do one. Let's make sure you're not overpaying for that dream home, okay? Your lender will order an appraisal. The appraiser will go to the home and evaluate it to ensure that the home is adequate for the loan amount and not in need of repairs for your particular loan product. Now we're going to talk about home inspections. Although this is not required for a loan, a general home inspection usually costs between $300 and $500 depending on the location and size of the home. This is your main inspection, which will point out all the trouble areas of the home for you to decide if you will do additional inspections with an expert in that particular field or walk away from the home. Roof inspections are if you have any questions about the roof of the home or if the home inspection general report indicated there might be an issue with the roof. You also have your septic or sewer inspections. These here can let you know the status of the sanitary system in place at the time of the inspection. You can have a separate foundation inspection. Sometimes you might notice a crack in the foundation or maybe even uneven floors of the home and want to have it checked out by an expert. HVAC inspections. You may want to have the HVAC checked out depending on the age and overall appearance of it. You might want to have a certified plumber to come in and check the plumbing. These inspections will check the stability and function of the plumbing and whether they were installed correctly. Electrical. This is always a good idea if your home inspection report indicated any issues regarding the electrical system in the house. Title insurance. What is it and why do you need it? This is like your security blanket for your ownership rights. Title insurance will protect you from any legal claims against your property. Almost like if a long lost relative of a previous owner coming back to you going, hey, that's my house. Mortgage lenders will require you to purchase the title insurance at your closing. It is a one-time fee. Cash buyers, while title insurance is not required for you, skipping it would be like playing poker without checking your cards. Just get it and have peace of mind. Property taxes. Nobody escapes this one. When you buy a home, you will pay a portion of the property taxes up front at closing. If you have a loan, it varies by county and home value. This ensures you're up to date on taxes from day one. Nobody wants that knock on the door from a tax collector, right? Homeowner insurance. Here's another good one. This will protect your home and belongings from any unexpected disasters like fires and floods, maybe even UFO landings, never know. Okay, maybe not that last one, but you get the idea. Cash buyers, again, this is not required for you, but I'd strongly recommend it. Think of it as your safety net if life decides to throw a curveball, throw you lemons. Make sure you have some homeowner insurance in place. What are escrow fees? Well, they're all the fees that are taken out at closing to start an escrow account on your loan for future payouts. Cash buyers, again, this does not apply to you as you won't have escrow fees held by a mortgage company. Here are some of the escrow fees. Prepaid property tax. This is the total amount that the lender will collect up front at closing to pay for any future amounts that are come due on your taxes. Homeowners insurance. Your lender will require 3 to 5 months up front for your homeowners insurance to start your escrow account. So when they come due the following year or mid-year, whenever they're coming due, the lender has enough in your account to pay for that whole year. Mortgage insurance. If you have a loan product that requires mortgage insurance on your loan, the lender will require and collect 2 to 3, sometimes 4 or 5 months of mortgage insurance up front to start your escrow account so that we have enough in there to pay it when it comes due. Prepaid interest. That's the interest that your loan accumulates from the day that you close until your first payment made. You have a prepaid interest, so you're going to pay that up front until your very first payment. Next, we're going to talk about the closing agent. Your closing agent is either a real estate attorney, a title company, or a combination of the two. Your state laws will determine who can act as a closing agent in your state. These guys are really the MVPs behind the scenes of everything. They are getting your paperwork ready, they're doing your title search, they're going to settle it. They will be with you when you close and have you sign your documents. So they're the true MVPs in the background. Are you ready to meet my team that helps me keep your closing smooth? Phew, we covered a lot of ground today. Um, I know closing costs aren't the most glamorous thing to talk about for when you're buying a home, but here's the thing, they are essential to get you across that line. But the best part is you don't have to do it alone. Whether you're financing or paying cash, I'll walk you through each and every step of the way, from estimating your costs to breaking down what's required, what's not required. I've got you covered. My goal is to make you feel very confident, informed, and maybe just a little excited when closing day arrives. If you're ready to chat about your next move, call me or message me. My phone number is located over there in the corner, or you can hit my QR code up there and come directly into my website and start looking at homes immediately. Um, Toodaloo.